For the very first time live on the Forza Blues radio show, Gabbie, cabbie.
Thank you. And football changed through the years. A couple of generations ago, it was such a simple game. For they were the good old days when it was a sport. Then it turned into a business when the money came. The average man could take his lads and he'd also take his lassies. And that wasn't so very long ago when football was affordable to the masses. Games back then kicked off at 3 o'clock on a Saturday. And the FA Cup final was the only game live on anyone's TV. Sky was something you just gazed into. And we had a black and white TV set in our house until 1973. Your old man could run a car, drink, smoke and still go down the blues. Mind you, he'd still moan. What a waste of money that was whenever the boys in blue would lose. Fans could relate back to the players in them days. My dad would say they had the common touch. Not like nowadays, Nick. They're like pop stars and they earn too bloody much. We didn't have seats to sit on and we stood up and usually behind the goal. And to be fair, football was still affordable if you were signing on the dole. The tennises had crash barriers and as a nipper I couldn't see bugger all. But that didn't matter. It was about being with your dad. And I'd hear the roar whenever Birmingham would score. For years I'd dangle off that barrier with a numb foot and I'd feel too cold to speak. But I loved it. And I'd say to my big blue friend, ta-ra, I'll be back again next week. So where's our game going? You take a couple of kids now and it'll cost you £100 at least. For we've created a monster and fans are being swallowed up by this most unwelcome beast. So wouldn't it be nice if we could turn the clock back and afford to watch the game that we all love? After all, that's why it was formed for us by our forefathers, as they now look down upon us from that place above. You see, it was always meant to be a meeting place. It's family tradition and you stood in the same place whilst inside the ground. Come rain and shine, home and away, those loyal masses always could be found. Well, now football's lost that common touch, and without your dad taking your baby down with you, it'll never be the same. For some, football is life and death. To others, it's more important than that. So give us fans back our simple game.
Ladies and gentlemen, Gabbie, cabbie.
Yay! Oh, thank you.
There you go.
Thank you.
You can't say I've never given you the clap.
Thank you.
Yeah, that was excellent.